Hello, good afternoon. Today in Channel 7 we are going to talk about Asian history. With me are Dr. Fabián Murillo, Master Luis Eduardo, Scientist Carlos Eduardo, and Bryan Matthew. Well, now I'm going to introduce Bryan Matthew with Paleolithic societies versus Neolithic societies.
Paleolithic societies versus Neolithic societies. The Paleolithic era is a period of prehistory from about 2.6 million years ago to around 10,000 years ago. The Neolithic era or New Stone Age began around 10,000 before Christ and ended between 4,000 and 2,000 before Christ in various parts of the world. In the Paleolithic era, there were more than one human species, but only one survived until the Neolithic era. Paleolithic humans live a nomadic lifestyle in small groups. Early in Egyptian history, the people made mud for their houses out of mud and papyrus reeds. Since the Nile River would flood every year, it would wash away the most huts. They decided to start using the mud to create bricks which were stronger than just the plain mud. The bricks were created by mixing up mud with straw placed in a frame and then they left it in the sun, break and dry. Technology. Mesopotamian people invented many technologies including metal working, copper working, glass making, lamp making, textile waxing, and flute control. The social organization. The first, it was the pharaoh. Second, the high government officials. Third, the press and nobles. Fourth, the soldiers and scribes. The fifth were the craftsmen and merchants. Six, the farmers and unskilled workers. And seven, the slaves.
We'll be back after these commercials.
What is happening? But what is happening? I would think you would help me. Huh? Oh yeah. This makes the difference.
Well, now we are going to introduce Dr. Fabián Murillo.
Thank you, Dylan. Well, I talk about three things. The Mesopotamian politics, the importance of smattering of fire, and the importance of agriculture. The Mesopotamian politics are divided in empires. The ones that are Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians Empire, Asiatic Empire, and no Babylonian Empire. And well, what is the importance of fire? When the ancient civilizations discovered the fire, they can do two things. They can cook the food and they can explore in the night. So they can discover new animals, they can walk at night, and they can be more lighting. And well, what's the importance of the agriculture? When they found soils, fertile soils, they can start to plant and have a specific place to live. They don't need to walk.
We'll be back after these commercials. This type of virus causing coughs are really common in this season. That's why I recommend you Pentatox. Yeah. Now I'm going to talk about history. Characteristics of early humans. Bipedal walk in two legs. What they eat was fruits and vegetables. And the skeleton, the muscles attacked to the leg bones. Scientists proved that the first humans came of Africa because of the same DNA and same bones. Now I'm going to introduce Luis Eduardo.
Location. The ancient land of Mesopotamia occurred all or part of the land that now comprises the modern-day countries of Iraq, Iran, Syria, and Turkey. The region was called Mesopotamia, which means between two rivers, because it was located between the Tigris and the Euphrates River, the cradle of civilization. Unlike the more on-fire civilizations of Egypt and Greece, Mesopotamia was a collection of varied cultures whose only real bond were their scripts, their gods, and their altitude and lower women. Ancient Mesopotamian social structure. The Mesopotamian social structure was highly stratified. There were the high class, gentry, the middle class, and the lower class, the government officials, the king, the priest, and learners, and the wealthy traders and merchants formed the upper strata of society. The middle class consisted of fishermen, farmers, artisans, and potters, and scribes, or those who were involved in prevalent during the period. The lowest class comprised of slaves, people without land, and children, as well as prisoners who were captured after the prolonged wars that took place the west control of city-states.
Now we are going to introduce Carlos Eduardo.
During the growth of ancient civilizations, ancient technology, such as simple and complex tools, were the result from advances in engineering. In ancient times, these advances in history of technology stimulated societies to adopt new ways of living and governance. Some tools were the hammer, axes, the wheel, which was introduced by Sumerians, and even though those are really simple technologies, they really changed the way of life of people and our daily activities. Other technology, such as a catapult, was used in war in ancient times and was really useful because it helped to destroy giant walls. For example, Mesopotamia political organization. The kings of Babylon and Assyria were the absolute rulers and were separated from people by lives of splendor and luxury.
Thank you to see us in this edition of Channel 7.
Babylonians had many legacies like astronomy and astrology that introduced lunar calendar 7 days a week and 24 hours a day. Mathematics like geometry and arithmetic and the use of wheel introduced by Sumerians. Writing, cuneiform writing using cylinder seals and ziggurats, giant temples where only priests could go according to traditions.
The next edition is going to be tomorrow at 6 a.m.